Hello again. Right, well, that's got to be karma, hasn't it? You know, you make a free video to educate people for free, as it were. Spot a inverse hammer or shooting star, whatever they call it, and then do the drill down, as you saw if you watched the previous video. Low, high, high, low, high, 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 low, lower, high, lower, low, and lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, and close below that H1. If we hadn't actually closed at that time, as you can see, we get a pullback after a close. How many times do I say that? This again was a potential long trade here, you know, but going down the time frames, M30 closed below the M30 there. This was what triggered my trade, and the histo alert was looking good as well. Sorry, I wanted to zoom out there, didn't I? And we had on the 5 minute, which is the trend, if you like, you can see the actual swings of that trend and the break of the M30. Swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, close, swing 4, and then continuation. So this is the trade. Lovely little trade for 70.63, 7 pips. And the fact that it came about as a result of making a video makes it all the more sweeter. As you can see, looking at the histo alert and the candle, it was hit when it broke the low of that green candle. High, low, lower, high, lower, low, close and pullback. That's the swing 4 that we want. This is swing 5, the continuation. And as I was saying in the video, the half round number, all the 8 hourly EMA that I did say would curl up as well. You know, that's just screen time for you and experience. Everything was looking good to go. So I know the H4 hadn't closed. That didn't matter because the price had started moving before the H4 had closed. We're now in this pullback phase of that move down, and this could then start to continue to the downside again. Or of course they could stage a last hurrah, huzzah, whatever they want to call it. It's worth noting I did check Euro, because we are now past the 6 o'clock, the 4 hour close, and on the 4 hour that had actually continued on up. That's not a problem. It's a big 4 hour bar. What I want to see, and that's why you wait for the reversals, you just don't hit them on the fly, as it were. That's what analysis is all about, and this is the trade plan, guys. This is what I keep on about. You know, people say make your plan, trade the plan, all that lot. All our lines are the plan. It's that simple. And in case you haven't got it, let's get rid of that green line. As this moves up, this now is our reversal candle. Okay, well, let's pretend we're here. We haven't seen this. This is our reversal candle on the H1. When that makes a new high, we delete that, because this now becomes our penultimate. See how I'm planning this trade? I'm waiting for it to reverse on itself. Then while we're here, we might as well put in the 30 minute, because that will be what we use to attack the hourly. The 30 minute and the hourly are the same. That's good. That's an inside bar. That doesn't really matter that much. M15 now, we've broken the high of that, so in order to continue back down or reverse, I need to break this low. So we've got our steps forming and our gaps forming to the downside, which will give us a potential trade. That's my trade plan, guys. If that moves, if that makes a new high, we delete this one. The hourly still stays the same. It just means if we reverse on the 15 minute, we've got a better gap to attack the hourly or the M30, which is below us. So if the high of this candle here was broken, the red candle, this would now be our reversal level, the penultimate. This would then be our gap to the H1, which is our target when the 15 minute gets closed and broken through. And that's the plan. Couldn't be simpler. You know, people ask how I spot these reversals. I don't. I wait for them to form. How much simpler could it be? And then you've got your belt and braces down here. You just double check what's going on the histo alert. Preferably it needs to be below the 0 line, just like that GJ was. Going back to that. Histo alert, below the levels. We've got the bust and brake on this one. There's the bust, there's the brake and close. That was the signal to continue down, and you just keep using those. This is the signal to continue down on this one. This was just a no-brainer trade at that time of day. And that's what I do. Let the trades come to you. On that EU, I'm just waiting for the trade to come to me. Simple as that. Get back on M15 and then put this on the proper level. That's the M15 reversal level at the moment. That's a high. That high broke that high. So I'm watching this. Ideally what I want to see is a break and close below that. We'd have to check it was on the 30-minute. There we are there. And then a pullback. And then we've got a massive, because we've got no resistance here and we've got no support here. That gap is beautiful. I don't often trade EU, and I haven't checked the other Euro pairs. I will always look for the best setup with just this little bit of comparison of the one currency pair. I forgot the word for a moment. Correlation. That's the correlation I've just used, the Euro. Not using this at the moment, but you can double check that if you want to get an added little bonus of confidence. But that's how I build my plan, guys. Break and close here, pull back and continuation. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening.